everyone. I don't know if Bianca's gonna like throw to this or whatever, but here we are.
No, he's on his own, but he's gonna rock it. Look at how cute he is.
So it's spring, and you know what that means. It's time for all of the Regency themed productions to start popping up on your favorite streaming services and broadcast cable networks for about 2 episodes, then it gets canceled and moved. Anywho. But with the Courtship, Bridgerton, Sanditon, all coming out this year, a lot of people are going to want to go to Regency themed events as they're opening up, or maybe even just have a little Regency version of cottagecore around your home. And as Bianca said before, there are tons of ways to upgrade any sort of empire waisted gown you find at Ross or whatever into something that has that kind of Jane Austen Regency flair. For menswear, it is both easier and harder. So I'm going to quickly show you how you can upgrade just a casual white shirt and vest that you may own from that time you were a groomsman or that high school dance or whatever, and with a couple items from Amazon, make it super fancy, ready to go to a Regency ball. So we're going to start with my personal favorite. The Regency Naval Officer's Jacket and Cravat. This is something that I've been trying to find forever, and if you're anything like me, you'll look on Etsy and you'll see these $500 custom-made naval officers' jackets made of wool with gold epaulets and whatnot. And I believe this was $90 on Amazon. Really amazing. The only thing I would have done differently, I guess, is we are often very worried about sizes from Amazon. So I went up a jacket size. This is an extra large on me, and I would say I probably could have gone with a large to get the tighter Regency fit that we're used to. But all in all, this is wonderful. It is not wool like a real jacket. It is microfiber, but I personally don't mind it, and I think it's nice because at least it's a thick quality material that kind of has that heavy weight to it. The other options I'm going to be showing you today are going to be much lighter, but this is great. It does have the nice Regency era persuasion style high cut waist, like you would see kind of Major Nelson era, and it has my little tails, and it's lined, which is wonderful. So it has a wonderful thing, and just this jacket and a piece of fabric tied around your neck really upgrades any clothing to become a nice high-level Regency outfit. Nice piece of arm candy for any of the Regency balls or Bridgerton activities that you might be doing. So now we're going to go from this, which is my personal favorite, kind of down the line to thinner and thinner options, and a little bit back more into the Georgian era with a little lower seam lines. We'll see. Here we have a coat that's a slightly earlier naval style. This is, a lot of people would think of this more as kind of like a piratey coat. All the wonderful embellishments. This particular coat is available like this in black, which definitely has a pirate vibe, and then also this same navy color, but with the white lapels, which really kind of ups the Regency naval feel. But since I had the other one, I figured we'd give this one a try. This was available with Prime shipping, and the lapels would have been like 3 months, and I just didn't want to wait. But again, also very inexpensive. This one I think was around $60. And again, just a piece of fabric tied around your neck, and here you go, and you are pretty good to go. It's a really easy way to upgrade just casual clothing into something more Regency. This particular one is a much thinner fabric. It's just that thin kind of costumey nylon. If you're in a hotter environment, it is much thinner than the big poofy coat, but also, since it is a synthetic fabric, it's not going to breathe super duper well. So what if you don't want to wear the coat? What if you're going to do something that just, it's going to be very toasty, it's going to be 110 degrees in the summer outside? Then you can skip reusing the old family waistcoat from high school graduation or what have you, like I'm doing right now, and you can actually pick up some pretty cool Regency style waistcoats on Amazon as well. So this waistcoat is a little longer. It's more of a Georgian era waistcoat, or honestly, just a cool waistcoat that you might see in like a Bollywood film. It's actually a contemporary style that people might wear every day. It has the nice mandarin collar that shows the cravat and pony collar pretty easily. And this is really nice because it is longer. It covers the pants that you're wearing. So if you are wearing just normal everyday tan khakis or something, this will cover the belt and the fly and all of that stuff. But if you do want to get more of a higher Regency cut, you can also pick one of those up. This one I very much enjoy. Some of you might have seen it when Bianca and I did our What We Do in the Shadows cosplay. It is shorter, it's more of a traditional waist versus the extra long one like I just showed you. It does have a nice kind of double-breasted style to it. It's brocade in a very nice fabric that is Regency-esque. The lapel in this particular one with its dual color is a little kooky for the time, but I think this is a wonderful option. In addition to this wonderful option that has kind of a normal modern waist to it, they also even have some that have the higher cut Regency waist that I haven't got yet, but I have them on order, and we'll just drop a link so you guys can take a look at those as well. But if you are going to get a higher waist Regency waistcoat, you're going to want to figure out what to wear with it. And the answer is fall front pants is a pretty easy option. And shockingly enough, you can get a lot of those on Amazon. Figured it'd be hard to see if I was wearing them, so I'm just going to show you and save the tie-up camera shots. But the Pirate's dressing has wonderful pirate clothes that are actually just Regency clothing, or modified clothing. So from the pirate dressing, you get a pair of normal pants, fairly normal pants, with a normal fly, but they have a fall front flap. They're reasonably high-waisted, so they will clear the height difference between your regular pants and the shorter Regency waistcoats. In addition, though, you need to remember that since they are sitting up higher on your waist, that you're going to want a larger size than normal if you have any sort of a belly like me. And of course, you're going to want to remember to get suspenders to hold them up. But if you want something even a little more high quality than the Pirate's dressing, Historical Emporium also has products on Amazon available to purchase. And these are full button fly pants with the full 3-button overhang. And again, they have your traditional tightening strap on the back, but you will probably also want to have buttons for these. Most of them come with buttons, but worst case scenario, you can just stitch a little on there so you can have the fancy button suspenders. But you just want to make sure, either way, that whatever suspenders you're going to wear, because you can't use a belt with these, no belt loops, the suspenders you have work with the pants you have. So if your pants don't have buttons, then you can use the little kid clip suspenders. If they do have buttons, then you're going to need to use the leather loop button suspenders. But since we already have a vest and a jacket, and now fall front pants, maybe we should look at shirts. So for this entire video, I've just been wearing a normal men's wingtip dress shirt. It's the kind with the nice little French cuffs, so no buttons on the sleeves. I can even put in little ribbons to tie it if I wanted to have kind of a normal sleeve, if my sleeves are going to be showing a lot. But let's say that you want to step it up for your event. Well, there are quite a few options of frilly little piratey shirts, little cuffs, neck ruffles, anything with a collar will work great. Technically, Regency shirts were drop shoulder and kind of baggy, so you could definitely order a size up to kind of mock that style. But unfortunately, a lot of the shirts on Amazon come in weird, different fabrics, and they're not all great. But sometimes they have uses. So if you want to go full Viscount Bridgerton, you can opt for this one. Now, I don't know how well you can tell on the camera, but this is just an incredibly thin cotton gauze pirate shirt. So first things first is, I would definitely replace this weird cording with just anything better. But if you get this wet, it's just going to go translucent. So if you have a Darcy thing going on, or a Bridgerton thing, and want to take a dive in a pond, this is a wonderful pond shirt for you. Especially because it's very inexpensive, so you don't have to, like, clean the pond water out of it. Anywho. But, as the shirt shows, not everything off of Amazon is great and made from wonderful fabrics. I picked up this coat because it has that kind of nice Regency cutout waist, and I thought it might be fun for some sort of like cottagecore around the house Regency stuff, because it looked like it would be like a cool sweatshirt material and be very comfy. But I did not realize that it's a bib system, and it just kind of comes out, and when you take that out, it just shrinks because it's all held in by tension. And now it's very, very tiny and you can't see the cutout. Also, it has a hood. So this just didn't work out as well as I would hope. I'm just going to show you another option. There we go. This gives you a similar vibe, kind of gothic-y Regency, but it's a lot better. There's no crazy bib. Instead, you just see the ridiculous waistcoat I have from Hot Topic. But yeah, this is just a basic, normal, everyday waistcoat with a crazy coat over it. And again, it gives us that kind of punch that you might need from a kind of Regency affair. I like the vibe of this one. This is, in fact, a thicker, higher quality fabric, and it's really nice and hefty compared to the thinner kind of polyester fabric of the thin Georgian Navy officer coat I showed you. So this is very great for your rakes, your Darcys, your dark and emo brooding Regency heroes. And it's a great option. But I think I want to show you one last option that you can pick up from Amazon, but it's a little bit of an overkill. So we started this video with my current favorite coat I got off of Amazon, and we'll end with the previous favorite. So this is a coat by windlass or museum replicas that you can often find on Amazon. It's really great, it's awesome, but it is the longer, more Georgian era coat cut. It doesn't have that cutaway of the naval officer's jacket at the beginning. And the other problem with this is this one is actually made of wool, which is super cool if you're a reenactor, but if you're anywhere hot, like here in California, this is really not wearable. It's just too warm to wear this out and about. If you are in a colder climate, if you're in the Northeast or in Canada, the UK, a coat like this could be a lot more functional for your balls and for your themed events, but it's just too warm for me to use here. But it's really nice, really good, high quality. I've only lost one button so far, so that's a plus. And it kind of comes in different colors. Windlass has released the same cut of a coat in kind of a more gray canvas as their pirate coat. This is their naval officer's coat. I think they have a Nelson's coat that's a slightly different version. But these are all usually around $200 or so. You can usually find them in the museum replica or windlass stores on Amazon, or of course on their own websites. But again, it's very toasty. Alright. Sorry about that, it got kind of warm in the studio. I needed to let my hair down a bit. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this quick look at fun, silly Regency things that you can get off of Amazon. Head to toe in dumb Amazon where I am. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and if you want some more men's Regency stuff on Bookhoarding's channel, just let us know. Maybe I'll do something for virtual Gen Con this summer. What do y'all think? Yeah. Enjoy. I'm gonna go get in the pool.
We don't have a pool.